It's a pleasure to have you join us today. So
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
the
much.
floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the warm welcome. And I must say you tried in pronouncing my name because not many people are able to pronounce it. So I won't penalize you for not pronouncing it properly. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And thanks to everyone that was able to um, or is able to be here today. It's the weekend, and I know a lot of people have a lot of things they're trying to do to relax and all, but it's really a nice one to have everybody here. And thanks for the warm welcome once again. All right, um, can I get access to share my screen, please?
Yes, you have access to share your screen.
Okay, all right, thanks so much. So I'll be sharing my screen real quick. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Can everybody see my screen?
I can see
Okay.
your screen.
All right, perfect. All right, perfect. I just wanted to make sure that everybody could see it. All right, so yeah, we're looking at you know, leveraging, social media and basically how it affects our ability to actually drive sales. Um, it's something that is a very key area when it comes to, business owners, and next steps, because, most people are always like, um, so I like saying this, yeah. Your your phone gives you the key to the entire world. But the truth of the matter is most people do not know how to use it. And that's where the problem comes out from. Because, in this part of the world, we're just used to, listening to banter, following the latest trend, what's happening and all that. And then somebody's out there, making money from this same social media, space. So basically, I would attempt to, showcase some of the ways of how we can actually drive some of these things, to our benefits, and then basically, let's just say it goes from there. And I really hope to learn from everybody that is, has joined on here. All right, let's take a deep dive into it. All right. Okay, so basically, as I said, we'll just explore how social media can effectively, help your brand, boost sales, and then let's see how we can actually get you strategically positioned in a way that you can actually drive sales and which also translates to money, basically. So I'm going to teach you how to make money from social media, basically. Forget all the big grammar, okay? All right. All right, so now let's look at the social media platforms. Now, so my slide is not going to be very how will I put it now? Will not be robust. So I'll be doing most of the talking, and when I'm doing my sessions, I like to actually make it more relatable so that you are able to understand and easily just relate to some of the things I'll be talking about, right? So now we have a lot of social media platforms, a lot. Okay. Um, some we are conversant with, some we are not. Okay. But because of this particular lecture, I'll be focusing on the ones that we practically are familiar with and we know of and we use every day. All right. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, all right, amongst others. But these are the major ones that we use every day, all right? So now, I would like to say this, all right? Um, I would have really loved for this particular session to be interactive, but I don't know how we're going to make this work. But let's just see. Now, let's start with Facebook, all right? So Facebook is a very um, different platform in that it feels like uh, we normally, or let's say most often than not, get to see stale news on there, okay, and then get to see. I'm focusing on the demography now. We get to see stale news on there. We get to see. It's like Facebook is the last to actually get information of what's happening most of the time. All right, and even the engagement we get from there is not as. I don't want to use this word. I don't want to use this word. It starts from it starts with an I, right? And ends with a, I don't want to say it. But the demography there, they they tend not to get news as it drops. It's like they get news later on. Okay. So Facebook, as far as I'm concerned, is like for those who are a bit tech savvy, um, Internet Explorer. Okay, there's Google, there's Internet Explorer, there's Firefox, and most of us that know Internet Explorer is the slowest browser known to mankind. All right, so there are so many memes on Internet Explorer, so we can actually, after the session, you can actually just Google memes on Internet Explorer, so it will make it more understandable. Okay, so now let's look at Facebook. All right, now let's say you want to start a business, on Facebook, first of all. You need to understand the language of Facebook. People on Facebook don't like to be stressed. Just give them the information. Don't No need for any form of ambiguity. There's not Facebook users most times don't understand sarcasm. All right. So you need to understand how that particular platform works. Instagram is majorly for gossip. All right. Gossip, uh, fake life. All right. Anyhow you want to swing it. But I'm sure for people that are listening to me, you'll be laughing because you know what I'm saying is true. Twitter is where you can actually see a nation rise in your favor and a nation rise against you. All right. I will not talk more on this because I'm sure most of us know. Now, LinkedIn is for people to showcase their, achievements academically, professionally. All right. And also, to meet brands, face to face, you get to see them there. It's a professional space. Okay. They don't do all those banter. So LinkedIn is like the cream de la cream. All right. Twitter is like the ghetto, but is a mix of the ghetto, cream de la cream. Everybody comes there to converge. All right. Instagram is just, for show and all that. Now, TikTok, a lot of you might be sleeping on the gold mine that is TikTok. All right. So I used to be just a very quick one, yeah. So I used to be one of those people that used to believe that TikTok is just for ladies, it's for girls. And then I had this theory because then when TikTok first came on, we had this, comments like China is stealing your data and all whatnot. So a lot of people shied away from it, including myself. Now, I became an ardent follower of TikTok. uh, in fact, TikTok became a very serious platform for me as at the last quarter last year. And honestly speaking, I think it's like my favorite platform now. I'll tell you why. I'll take a deep dive into each of these platforms as we go along. Just giving you small prelude on each of them. All right. Now, YouTube. YouTube is the most versatile of all of them because you can actually see yourself carving a niche, on Facebook and on YouTube, talking about different things, food, lifestyle, gossip, whatever it is, right? And then you can also get money from that. Okay. Now, just as I said, each platform has unique features and user demography that businesses can leverage on to reach their target market effectively. Now, you need to understand these things. Okay. So this is just like an introduction to what we'll be talking about. Okay, I'll try my best to dissect each of these platforms individually as best I can, as we go along. Okay. Now, first of all, one of the salient points is your ability to profile your target audience. Now, if you look at Facebook, the people that are on Facebook are majorly uh, people within the age bracket of, okay, so now I'm talking about active users now. People who are married, people who are like from 40 and above, you see them on Facebook. Okay. And most times this is for those of us, maybe if I say this, most people will laugh. So it's Facebook that, our parents get all these their outlandish broadcast messages that they usually post on WhatsApp. They will say somebody died because they used their phone in the kitchen, blah blah blah. Anyways, let me not go into that. But yeah, you get the gist. So this is where you cannot actually verify where the news is coming from. Somebody can just post something, a random picture on Facebook, and just be like, "Oh, 1,000 people just died. They just died in Lagos because they drank water from this particular tap." Nobody to verify. I getting it now. Now, we've outlined the demographic, the set of people that actually use this particular platform called Facebook. Now, if we look at a platform like Twitter, for example, if you post something on Twitter, you best be sure that whatever you are posting is accurate. Because on Twitter, we have a lot of people that their job is to research. A lot of people will call you out and call out whatever it is you are posting on there, your content, whatever it is, your products. They will criticize it. Now, let me give an example. I'm sure, I don't know if most of us remember when, or if we heard of when Hilda Bassi, somebody called out her, I think that was sometime earlier in the year, somebody called out Hilda Bassi's brand in regards to the person actually bought a serving of pepper soup. I think she spent, was it 6,000 maybe, or 16,000 naira or something for the pepper soup, and it came in the smallest transparent pack, ever, like very small pack, and it was not even full. It was like half of the pack or quarter of the pack. So she called out the brand, and then some people started saying, "Oh, she's not supposed to say that kind of thing. That the Basis brand is for a select demography. That her clientele are the cream that are cream. They know themselves." And then you start seeing a lot of people talk about their experiences, with her food. And eventually, I think she had to respond to that particular thing. I think she had to compensate the lady in question, right? Now, understand each of these social media platforms. Understand the demography, understand the language. Don't go and start sounding, and now we will still dive into this later on, but let me still point this out. Understanding your target audience means understanding how to convey your product to your target audience. All right. You cannot be saying is not giving, for example, now for the Gen Zs. You can't be saying is not giving to a demography that is within the age bracket of 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. They don't understand what you're saying. What is not giving? Giving what? So you need to understand how your demography works, how they think, so that you know how to create content that will appeal to them. Because now we are coming into this space of we want these people to be attracted or to actually engage with whatever it is you are putting out there, whether it's a clothing line, perfume, whatever it is that you sell. You need to know how to package it, but you need to know which audience is for which, or which content will appeal to what type of age bracket or age group. All right. So if you are speaking to Gen Z, you need to know the type of language to use for them. If it's to the elderly people that fall within the age of 50, 60, 70, as it's where there's a language they speak. So you need to understand how it is. I'll still teach us some of these things, how to understand some of these languages, and how to package ourselves very well. All right. Now, as I said when we started talking initially, every social media platform has a certain target audience. All right, or certain demographic. And in order for you to be relevant there, you need to speak their language. Now, if you come to a platform like LinkedIn, I don't expect you to be posting what's it called? I don't expect you to be posting content uh, around maybe let me say, okay, let's say now you own a business, for example. Now you own a business. You want to post content in regards to your business on LinkedIn. There's a certain way you package there's a certain way you package the content on LinkedIn that will appeal to those people on LinkedIn. Because on LinkedIn, you have more professionals, brands, like really big brands, Google, Facebook, the rest of them that we know, and even the ones we don't know about, are on there. So there's a certain language they speak, and you need to appeal to that particular language they speak on there, right? So that whatever it is you're conveying to them does not put them off. All right. Because the whole basis of all these things we are doing now is we are trying to make sure that we get these people interested in what you want to sell to them. All right. So in order to sell something to somebody, you need to speak the language they speak. All right. So targeting your audience. Facebook, as I said, and this is still subject to debates. Facebook majorly, people that are on there are not, you hardly see Gen Zs on Facebook, for example. You hardly see them, all right? You will see Gen Zs in places like TikTok. You see them on Twitter. You see them uh, maybe on YouTube, all right? But majorly Twitter and TikTok are where you find Gen Zs, majorly, and then maybe Instagram, okay? But you rarely find them on Facebook. And then also Snapchat too, all right? Okay, now let's move along. Now, I said before, your strategy or has to be specific to a certain platform. All right. Now, each social media platform requires tailored strategies for effective engagement. For example, visual platforms like Instagram should focus on high quality images. Now, if you look at like your attention span, the attention span of somebody that is randomly scrolling on social media is very short. It's like 2 to 5 seconds. So now, if you are scrolling on Instagram, for example, now, if what you are seeing does not appeal to you, like if you see a lengthy, maybe just a write-up, like a very lengthy write-up, what do? You pass it. But if you see a short video or a clip, you'll be more inclined to want to watch. The first few minutes of that clip is enough to keep you watching it, even if it's 10 minutes. You will stay there and finish it. Now, what does this tell you as a brand? As someone who is looking to break even on social media? Whatever it is you are posting should be interesting, should be attractive. In fact, if you are posting content, for example, like you're writing stuff to promote your business, the first paragraph, so there's something in journalism they call the inverted pyramid. All right, I will not bore you with the lengthy explanation of what that means, but what that inverted pyramid means is this: the entire body of whatever it is you have written should be captured in that first paragraph. Let's say you're talking about your perfume line. The first paragraph of that particular content now, like the write-up, the first paragraph should capture everything that is on the full write-up. So if somebody decides to read further, it's like an in-depth view on what you were saying in the first paragraph. So the first paragraph should capture every single thing that you want them to know. Or our perfume is the best because we get it from this, and we package it this. We are able to send it to you wherever you are. The key things that your target audience wants to know should be captured in that first paragraph, hence the inverted pyramid. Every single thing that you want this person to see in the entire write-up should be in that first paragraph, right? Now, people are more drawn to visuals, what they see. And you have to understand that the way you post something on a certain platform and get a lot of reactions is not the same way you post something on another platform and get the same reaction. Now, if you check, skit makers will post skits on Facebook, but first they will first post on their TikTok first because that's where all the young people are. Their audiences are there. The ones that will actually send it to their friends without even being told are on TikTok first before they even post on YouTube. You hardly see, in fact, I don't think there's anybody that posts it on LinkedIn. You know why? Because the demography, the language of LinkedIn is not for joke. You're not on LinkedIn to laugh. You're on LinkedIn to look for job, to make connections, to get money, to build a network that will translate to money. It's serious business. All right. So you don't expect people to be skit makers to be posting their skits on LinkedIn. Nobody will take you serious. Okay. Except maybe you built a very big brand, you have millions of followers and decide to do that. But even then, nobody does that. Okay. Now, Twitter can utilize, concise messaging and trending hashtags. Very true. To reach audiences quickly. This is very true. So Twitter, if you check, I remember the time of NSAS, Twitter was in the forefront of NSAS, if you remember. Virtually people, and another thing, hashtags. Let me say this. Um, Forgive me that I'm not following a certain template in delivering my slide. I'm saying things as I feel will be beneficial to you. So I apologize for the skeletal way I'm disbursing some of the things I'm saying. All right. Now, hashtags are very important because hashtags will take you to places that ordinarily if you post, you will not even reach. Why not ride on the publicity or the engagement on a hashtag and get more followers? So the efficacy, excuse me, of hashtags cannot be overemphasized. Now, someone that knows how to use hashtags properly is someone that knows how to gather engagements, around their brand or their business, whatever it is. Okay. Now, remember the enters. Those people that had sense, they will post their content, they will post their write-ups, put whatever is on the post, but they will include that NSASH hashtag because that was the trending hashtag. So know how to spot trending hashtags. Okay. And the funny thing, hashtags are applicable in all these platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them. They are applicable in all of them. So you need to put them. They are not just there for fancy, okay? Because you don't know who will be on that particular, the trend of that particular hashtag and see your brand or your product and be interested, okay? Now, let's move on. Sales strategies, okay? Now, content marketing for sales. Now, all this big grammar, all this English will be worth nothing if you don't make money at the end of the day. All right. Now, content marketing plays a key role in driving sales on social media, creating valuable and relevant content that addresses the needs of your audience, helps establish brands, authority, and trust, and all that. Okay. Now, what this is just saying basically is how are you able to marry all these things I've talked about now into content that will be engaging and then translate into sales and then in the long run translate into money? How do you package your brand in such a way that is attractive and then you can make money from it? Okay, let's move on. Effective engagement technique includes responding to comments. Now, before we even go into responding to comments, when it comes to social media, consistency is key. Most of us that are listening now, our problem is we don't know how to be consistent. We don't know how to, some of us are not social media people. Some of us say we are not social media people, but you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, But just that your problem is you don't like to post, but you want people to engage with your content. You cannot post today and then the next time you are posting is 3 months later. Nobody will take you seriously. At least in a week, you should post in a week. Let's say a week aside weekends, you have a business. You should post 4 times, at least. At least 4 times. You should be engaged 4 times in a week, at least. Barest minimum 4 times. Out of 7 days a week, 4 times at least. Now, you need to respond to comments. And you see another thing, yeah, is people, and most of the comments that people will post on our platforms, some of them are not comments that we like. Some people can say, I beg Joe, more for you, what you they talk. Some of us don't know how to, excuse me, be diplomatic in our approach. So if you lack how to do this, you can go to Twitter and see the way people insult Airtel, MTN, Glo, banks, and the rest of them. Have you ever seen when any bank, responds rudely to a customer? Never. But I've come across somebody, on Facebook, and this person, somebody posted something underneath the person's comments, and the person quickly started raining abuses on this person. But you are selling something. You are selling something. And you are abusing the person that commented, and the comment that the person even made was not even insulting. The person's comment was a question. How sure are you this thing works? And the next thing, if you don't want to buy, get out, people, and all whatnot. That person has lost a lot of customers as a result of that particular outpost. One thing I'll say is this. Please never take anything on social media seriously. Please, never. Somebody insults you, somebody says something nasty to you, don't take it serious. All right. Most often than not, you're way better than that person in life. You're doing way better than that person in life. All right. So why stoop so low to start engaging in that kind of conversation or insults? Your mission is to sell, to make money. Why not be professional about it? And respond politely. Do you know the funny thing? If you respond politely to an arrogant or insultive comment, I bet you your followers will fight for you. You will not need to do anything. In fact, it's you that will be separating them. It's okay. Let's be calm, please. I'm telling you the truth. I'm sure most of us have seen this happen on social media many times. Okay. Now, sorry that I digressed a bit, but I just need to put that out there. All right. Now, effective engagement techniques include responding to comments, hosting live question and answer sessions. You can ask questions and then you can do that whole poll thing. Most social media platforms have that thing. You can put a poll. What do you think about this? Do you think it's good? Yes or no? And then use that feedback to improve on your business. Okay. But this particular one should not come until maybe you've gotten a certain number of followers. All right. You can't have 3 followers and be posting question and answer. It will not work. All right. So have a relative a substantive or a a very good number of people that you have following you, engaging with you to now be able to do the whole question and answer. Okay. Now, create shareable content. Some people will post content, nobody can share it. It's only the person that posted it. No, you're shortchanging yourself. Allow people share your content. The more people share it, the more people get to see it. All right. Now, engaging user-generated content. Now, I said this earlier. The content you are putting out there, is it interesting? Remember, you're not posting this content so that you, the person that's posting, will like it. No. Most times you can go online and check for templates. You can even use AI to generate content that are engaging. Before you post it, you can even share it to your friends and ask them what they think about it before you post it. The content you're posting is not for you to feel good. No. is for the audience, your target audience, to like it and like it enough to want to ask questions or want to buy from you. Okay. Now, all this engaging content will enable you build, a solid community, little by little, little by little. Before you know it, you've entered 500 followers. Before you know it, you've entered 1,000. Before you know it, you've entered 10,000. Okay. Now, personalized interactions foster relationship and enhance customer loyalty. How often do you engage with customers that reach out to you via your social media platform? They send you DMs. Most of us don't respond to DMs. I don't know why. All right. Check your DMs if you are a business owner. Don't be too busy to respond to DMs. Very important. Okay. Now, to measuring sales effectiveness. To measure sales effectiveness through social media, businesses should track metrics such as conversion rates, engagement rates, and return on investments. Now, there are some tools that one can actually utilize in measuring, how a particularly, and first of all, if you own a business, if you open a business page, for example, like maybe on Facebook, Facebook will show you how many people have viewed your content, or even if it's not Facebook, any social media platform at all that you own, that you have a business platform, a business on, like you open a business page. The interface is different from the regular, interface of just a regular person opening a social media platform. The business platform of every social media platform is different. It will show you how many people have viewed your post, how many people commented, how many people shared, how many people liked, basically the engagement. It will collate all of that into a certain number. Now, this number is how you're able to measure how far your content is going. Also, don't be afraid to spend your money to boost content. That's why sometimes you open Instagram, you will see somebody's post that they sponsored post, some sponsored ads, sometimes music, sometimes their clothes, whatever it is. It will be the first thing you see. You understand? Sometimes, and if you check the way it is, some of them are so engaging that you want to check the page. Oh, okay, I like this picture. What's going on there? These are some of the ways we can actually measure, if our business is doing well, or if we need to re-strategize, go back to the drawing board, and then generate content that will actually make sense. Okay. Now, this is very important for you as a business owner to enable you, know if you are on the right track. Remember, you are here to sell. If somebody complains about your brand, quickly tackle it and, tackle their objection as quickly as possible. Now, when it comes to sales, I need to say this. When it comes to sales, we need to understand one thing. When you are selling to somebody, you need to, first of all, believe in what you are selling. Even if it's crayfish that you are selling on social media, you need to sell this crayfish as if it's the best crayfish in the world. Some people will actually buy from, not because they need crayfish, but because of the way you package the crayfish in such a way that you're like, wow, I already bought crayfish, but the way this lady packaged, I have to buy it. The same way you can do it physically, the same way you can do it online. And another thing I have to say that most of us are guilty of, and for those of us who are vendors on WhatsApp, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Always include your price in whatever it is you are selling. Let us stop that thing that will post something and be stressing people. We do it on WhatsApp, we do it on Facebook, we do it on Instagram, we do it everywhere. I think it's only Twitter that is most times very transparent. If your shoe is 50K, say it's 50,000. If maybe you know that genuinely, plus cost price and your gain, the shoe is 40K, put 50,000 naira there. Let them DM you. And then you can bargain. But let it be there. 50K. It's not that you post something and then the person now DMs you, you now start. It doesn't. If you check, most people that post stuff online and don't put the price, people don't ask them. People don't take them seriously. If you check, the comment section is like how much, how much. They don't want to buy. But if you put how much it is there, bam, it is 800,000 I am selling this thing, and the person sees it. Fine. If they want to buy, fine. If they want to buy, fine. All right. So be open and be transparent about whatever it is you are doing. It's not secret costs. I need to DM you to know how much it costs. If you even check on your Jumia, on your the website, on the Alibaba, even on Temu that wants to take our life with sales, they put how much it costs there. They don't ask you to DM them. All right. So why do you not want to put your price on there? Are you afraid of how much you're calling? You know? All right, let's move along. Okay. I will pause here. All right. This is actually where I want for us to make this thing engaging. Does anybody have any question or in line with everything we've discussed? Because I feel like um, there are quite a lot of things that we need to discuss, and then I know that there will be a lot of things to talk about, in regards to how to actually move your business on social media. So please, if you have a question or a contribution, can turn off your mic, and turn on your mic, and then please ask. Let's talk.
Good evening, Mr. Michael. This is David.
All right. So one minute, please, Mr. David. To everybody that is listening, if you have a question, all right, kindly raise your hand so that is orderly, all right? So we are not, doing stuff haphazardly, okay? All right, Mr. David, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. David.
Thank you so much for the insightful presentation.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
actually, my question is, what I've observed so far is mostly I do not see people engaging, although I have to say I'm only active on Facebook
Okay.
and LinkedIn.
Okay.
But mostly, most times, I do not really see people engaging with brands, unlike
Okay.
how they engage with personal brands, like the ones you call social media influencers.
Yeah.
So what really is the cause? And for someone who wants to build a not a personal brand but a business brand and wants to have the kind of engagement personal brand have, what would be your
Okay.
advice?
Okay. So, Mr. David, first of all, let me ask you this question. All right. What do you do? Like, what's your brand? Like, what do you sell? What do you do? What are you into?
Okay, food service. Although I've not really put out my brand there, the only one I started long ago was a Facebook page for my food service or my bakery.
Okay.
So although lately I want to really push my brand,
Okay.
and the challenge is the team. So
Okay.
even though I can learn it, but it's not something I want to commit my own personal time to. So I've not really set up a team.
Perfect. All right. So my advice to you, first of all, is, and to everybody that is listening, everybody should have a TikTok account. That is
Okay.
where everybody is. I'm telling you that the number of people, and you see, TikTok is not even just Gen Zs or everybody is there. TikTok now is a marketplace, like where you see everybody, gossip, amebo, everything is on TikTok. All
Okay.
right. Now, don't, and I'll say this to everybody that's listening, don't seclude yourself to just one social media platform or two social media platform and then say, so that ones I'm not interested. TikTok, Twitter, don't play with this platform. They can actually boost your businesses. All right. I'm sure we've seen what has happened on Twitter, how Twitter people just came around. I don't know if we are conversant with that lady that says you wake up by 5 a.m. to cook for her husband, then people start insulting her and all that. Before you know it, brands started trooping in to support this lady. Infinix bought her a phone, but she now said that they cannot buy only her a phone. Her husband, Infinix bought her a phone, bought her husband a phone. What's it called? DSTV came and said they are doing 1 year subscription for her. Don't underestimate the power of Twitter and TikTok. So now Facebook is just there. I don't know. It didn't used to be like that before, but Facebook is just there. It's not as if Facebook is bad or anything, but Facebook is really more of a place where to start, to start and then engage with people on there. But if you really want serious engagement, like people to actually engage with your customers face, like almost like this, I say it physically, TikTok, Twitter, and use appropriate hashtags. Now, so if I understand your question correctly now, you are talking about, you were saying that people don't usually engage with brands, like big brands. And when you say brands, you're talking about
company brand,
company like Facebook, brand, like maybe
personal brand.
Okay, that people don't engage with those big brands, but they engage with the smaller personal brands. Abi, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, my observation is the kind of engagement personal brand like the celebrity, like
yeah.
Is very high compared to, let's say, even as big as MTN.
Yeah. Do you know why it's like that? Because if you check, these people, I said something before, and I've been saying it, I'll still say it again. Most of your skit makers post their skit first on TikTok because that's where their target audience, the Gen Zs and those who will send the message across other platforms, that's where they are. So TikTok has already seen a skit before you on Facebook. All right. Most of the time, TikTok has seen it, Twitter has seen it before every other platform has seen it. Now, I would like to also say this. Don't underestimate the power of Twitter and TikTok. Most of the news, in fact, like print media, most of them get serious news from Twitter and TikTok because they can get first-hand eyewitness reports. For example, during the period of NSAS, where do you think that most of all these, your Punch, Tribune, and the rest of them were getting hot news? It's Twitter. Because people were posting first-hand experiences as is happening. Bam, bam, they are posting it with the appropriate hashtags. So to answer your question, all right, and this is to you now, Mr. David. If you are looking at starting a food business, all right, which I feel is something that will be a very good one because everybody wants to eat good food, all right? Everybody wants to eat. Everybody likes food. Me, I like food. I'm a foodie. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how are you able to convey that food in a way that it is attractive to anybody that sees it? How are you able to pitch it to a prospective customer? It goes down to one, the quality. Now, another thing I'll still say to everybody that's listening is, I'm sure most of us have seen what I ordered versus what I got. That thing will spoil your brand. If you posted a picture that looks very sumptuous meal with big chicken and all this one, and then I order for it, I am seeing pomo and half done rice, I will never, in fact, I will drag you to the end of the earth. I get it now. So don't overpromise and underdeliver. The first rule of sales, all right? Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Know your target audience. All right. So I will encourage you, all right? Look at it from this perspective now. You have a brand that you want to start up. Open a TikTok page. Engage with people on TikTok. You can still share your Facebook link on TikTok so people can follow you on Facebook. All right. But let TikTok be the powerhouse of your brand, because that's where a lot of young persons will actually push the message, as well as Twitter also. Another thing I'll still say to everybody listening as well is, please don't underestimate the power of a good picture. That's why you see people investing in getting really expensive phones. I'm not saying you should go and buy maybe a Samsung or an iPhone. There are other brands that are cheaper and will give you even better camera quality. Invest in getting a good phone that has a very good camera, because people are moved by what they see on social media. If they see the quality of this thing, they'll be attracted to that thing. And then if you now have a very good write-up to go along with it, you are good to go, right? So I don't know if I've been able to answer your question, Mr. David.
Yes, thank you.
All right, you're welcome, Mr. David. All right, I think the second person was Jovita. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Jovita, are you there?
Oh, I pronounced it correctly. Good
Oh,
evening,
all right.
sir.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir.
All
So, sir, thank you very much for the teachings. I've learned a lot and jotted
Okay.
enough. So,
wow. Okay.
question
Okay.
is service-based business. So, for a
Okay.
service-based, is it okay to also add our prices, because it depends on whatever the
Okay.
person wants.
Sorry, for every other person that is listening, what is a service-based business? What do you mean service-based? Like people
Okay,
that do
they
maybe
don't.
like cleaning service, kind of something like
And
that.
yes,
Okay.
that have to do with selling of products, like not
Yes.
physical product, just
I
profit. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just giving an example. Like everybody that is listening, an example of a service-based business is something like a cleaning service. All right.
Yes.
So you're saying is it important to put the price?
Yes, because it's based on whatever the person wants. That is what will determine the price. So is
So
it
now
advisable to?
so now let me ask you, be specific. What do you do? If you notice, I asked Mr. David what he did, so I can answer your question. And so, sir, somebody else that is in your same line will be able to benefit from it. So what do you do?
Okay, I help businesses, like I help in registering businesses, but it depends on the kind of business you want to
Okay.
register.
Okay. When you mean register, like CSC registration, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. Now, um, for you, it all depends on how you package yourself. And it depends on, do you have like a business card? Even if it's
Not yet.
okay, you should get one, even if it's a digital copy. Okay. Everything is packaging.
Okay.
All right. You can package yourself and say, oh, I'm a business registering consultant. All right. I charge, for all your consultancy, I charge $10 per hour or per session. Are you getting it now?
Okay, sir.
It actually positions you in a way that says that, oh, okay. These people seem quite professional. Like, so if I come to you now and I want to register my business, and maybe you show me your business card and I say, oh, I register businesses, I do the whole CSE thing. This is what we do, 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 and this is how long it takes. All right. Now, usually, like for you now that registers business now, you know how long it takes to register a business. True or false?
True,
True.
sir. True.
Good. Now, let's say it takes a day. Now you now say, oh, if it takes a day, this is how much I will charge you. All right. You can put it there. Registrations that take longer than 2 days will incur an extra fee of XYZ. But this is how much we charge to register your business. We register your business for 100,000 naira. But registration that takes longer than 24, maybe three working days, we incur an extra 10% charge. It can be spelled out. It can be just said as a 10% charge. So this gives more professionalism to the business you do. People will take it seriously. Oh, okay. And another thing I'll still say is this, for everybody listening as well. If you are packaging yourself, make sure you deliver on whatever it is you say. Don't tell me you will do filing, do this, do that, do all this one, and then I pay you. And when I pay you now, you now say, hey, Mr. Michael, you need to pay for this again. I'm like, why? Spell everything out. All right. From the beginning, from the point where you are making sales, explain everything to your clients. This is how much this will cost. This is this, and everything all together is 200K. If they agree, fine. If they don't agree, no problem. But don't come and entice me into buying your product or buying into what you're selling. And then when I enter, you now tell me, hey, there's this fee. I'll swear for you. True. All right. Be as transparent as possible from the beginning. Tell them this is what you want. This is what it is, your services, offers, and this is how much you charge from the get-go. All right. So yes, Jovita, you can actually put a price tag. It just depends on how you package yourself. And as I asked, you have a business card. All right. Do you have a portfolio of successful businesses you have registered? You need a portfolio, Jovita. If you don't have one, get one. And in
All
that
right,
your
sir.
portfolio, you can easily send it to anybody. Oh, Jovita, I want to register my business. You just send them your portfolio. Bam, you read it. They will see the price tag. Oh, for this about a company that is over 1,000 staff, this is how much we charge. Bam, like that, like that, like that. Let them see. It's more professional. If they agree, fine. They don't agree, fine. If they want to negotiate and you are open to negotiation, fine. Okay. All right. I don't know if
All
this
right,
answers the
sir.
question. All right.
Yes, thank you very
All right. Thank you, Jovita. All right. So next person is Uchenna Okafo. The floor is yours. Uchenna,
Good
I don't know
evening,
if you're
sir.
a male or a female, because I know both male or female. Aha, okay, yeah, a guy. All right, Mr. Uchenna Alpha. Good evening.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful for this opportunity. Okay,
Yeah, thank you so much.
so I really want to engage you regarding Facebook. So
Okay.
I use Facebook mainly I sell laptops and I provide IT support, like
Good.
repair, maintenance of systems and networks.
Good.
Oh,
So, sorry,
I
before you go on, I'm sorry. I
okay.
want to know. I want to ask. Do you have like a store or a shop or something?
Okay, I don't have physical store. But I have a showroom where I
Okay.
show
Okay.
my stuff in Ikeja, Computer Village, Ikeja.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Continue. I'm listening to you.
So I observe over time, most of my sales comes from WhatsApp. I
Good. Okay.
post what I do on my page
Okay.
and also the prices of laptops that I sell.
Okay.
But the engagement is really poor. So I wonder what I'm not doing about. You made mention of before. I've not been taking TikTok seriously.
Ah,
So I think I will.
you
I
are
will
sleeping
engage.
on gold. Hey, you are sleeping on gold. So there's this guy. I wish I could show you guys, but maybe next time if the organizers invite me again, probably I'll do maybe the next session I'll be on this type of thing will be more. I'll be showing you. I'll go online. We'll be looking at it together. I'll show you these guys their pages. There's this guy in Kogi State. He's on TikTok.
Mm.
He sells open box, brand new phones, UK use, and then Nigerian use phones. Like people that maybe wanted to just sell their phone, not stolen phones. They're all legit. Now,
Mm.
what he does is he will post this phone online, post how much it is, and then
Mm-hmm.
people will buy. Those people buy, he makes sure he delivers to them, all right? They send
Mm.
a video of them collecting at the park, And sometimes he even does video calls with them, and or maybe he also showcases or sends testimonials from the customers. He started this thing, and I'm telling you, his followers have grown exponentially because of this, and he's very trustworthy. Like the way he will bring his phones out, he will show you this one is open box, this one is inside carton, this one is refurbished. He will tell you every single thing. He's very transparent. And you see one thing, as a business owner, be very transparent, very honest. You see, honesty now in this particular world we live in now is very scarce. And if you are honest, if you are transparent, I can guarantee you that people will gravitate naturally towards you. In fact, you don't even need to do too much publicity. Referrals will be the ones your clients will refer you to other people. That Uchenna, the day he did my phone, he told me this. He showed me the cheap version of the part I want to repair. He showed me the expensive one. He told me the pros and cons. He repaired it for me. He did all this one for me, and till today, no complaint. I bet you that person will recommend you every single time. Now, your question is, you've been posting on WhatsApp and you've not been getting the patronage has been low, Abi?
Yes, the more of patronage I'm getting is from WhatsApp, but on Facebook, no.
It's low. Okay, fine. Now, but you know that your WhatsApp has a lifespan. Your WhatsApp is directly proportional to those who you share your number with.
Yes.
And you know that it's only people that you save their number and they save your own on their phone that will see your WhatsApp status.
Yes.
So that one on itself is a limitation. So why not, since you've been getting patronage from your WhatsApp, why not put your Facebook link on your WhatsApp and say, I will only do business with you if you reach out to me on Facebook because I'm able to answer you fast on Facebook.
Okay.
Also, follow me on TikTok. I respond very fast on TikTok. You understand? Okay. You can even say, I have my team that will respond to you. Now, lie, you are the team. It's all a sales mechanism. All right? Because as a business person, you don't want to be limited to the duration or the lifespan of your WhatsApp. What if you don't have anybody that you have shared your number with in 2 weeks? What happens then? You've serviced everybody's phone on your WhatsApp contact. What now happens then? You are now stuck. So why not post your link to your Facebook and other social media platforms on your WhatsApp and tell people to respond, to follow you there, that you have a lot of things that you can show them there. And that's why as you have a store and you said you have a showroom. So post your showroom, post testimonials, both on your Facebook and TikTok or wherever your platform, and also on your WhatsApp status. Post it there. People like testimonies. People like testimony. So post it there. It will drag people to your brand naturally. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question, Mr. Oche.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
All right, you're welcome. Cheers. All right. I think the next person is Mr. Ndubisi. Yes. Hello, Mr. Ndubisi.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Ndubisi. Hi, how are you doing today?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
I'm doing great, sir.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much for this great opportunity. It's really insightful one. So, my question, I'll be going straight to the point. I'm a graphic designer, and I have brands, companies. So I'm looking to moving higher and reaching my my main target audience is company and brands. So my question is, like you talked about business brands and personal brands. So I was like, because although on my Facebook page, I've grown my followers to a certain number of followers.
How many followers do you have?
I'm having over 4,000 followers currently on my Facebook page.
Okay, so, sorry, I want to stop you. Sorry, I apologize. I'm intentionally stopping you so that I can answer your question better. Okay, so I want to ask you a question now, so that I'll be able to answer your question later. Do you have a LinkedIn profile.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So continue. Continue your question.
Basically, Facebook. Do you suggest one like handling it, business brand and
Sorry,
the personal
your
brand?
line is your line is breaking seriously. I can't hear you so well. I don't know, maybe you reposition yourself so I can hear you well. It's really breaking. Still breaking. Oh. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me better now, sir?
Aha, perfect. Perfect. Right.
Yeah, so I was talking about combining both a business brand and a personal brand. How do you see to this? Like, often, most of the time, I discover that some of the posts I make on my Facebook page, when I make some posts about maybe myself and I post a picture about myself and I make some write up, I get more engagement. I post about my designs and the engagement is lower
Like I said,
compared to
it's lower, like as if it's
when I
village food. It's as if it's village food. Yeah, I get what you're
so,
saying.
so I want to really know what do you see to that? Is it that we should really like should I post more about my personal self, like my
No,
personal brand? Like
no, okay. So if I understand you correctly, you are struggling in regards to, so when you post yourself, people like it and comment, oh, fine boy, nice clothes, Jessica.
sorry,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, like sometimes I post like some like helpful content. So I just use like a picture of myself there,
I
so
know. And
people
then
engage more.
people like it. So fine. Since you've posted and see, you can use that to your advantage. So you've tried posting your content, without posting your picture, and then you didn't get as much engagement or likes. So why not use the two? Correct? You can post whatever content you want to post and then say, oh, at the end of the thing, oh, see a link to my portfolio. Do you have a portfolio?
I do
Hey. So why not, oh, whatever I want to post, and then at the end of the day. So I also do this. In case you are interested, you can visit me on so platform, and here is a sample of what I do, my portfolio. You can put a link there.
Okay, sure.
Are you getting it now? So since you're already
Yes.
seeing that you get more engagement by posting yourself, you can marry the two together, use to your advantage. The thing is, what do you use to attract people to your brand? That's the thing. The art of selling is being able to spot the need, not just spot the need, create a need, and also attract your clients. So your ability to profile your client, and usually it's physically, and this one, since it's not physically, we are doing profiling now, we are selling, online, you're not seeing anybody. Since you've seen that this is what people like, post yourself and then post your brand too as well at the same time, and then see the difference. You can try it 1, 2, 3 times and judge for yourself. You will see the difference will be very clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much. Sir. Then, sorry, one more. Then you're talking about TikTok. Like, okay,
Yes.
so I just got a TikTok account. How do I leverage? Basically, as a graphic designer and a brand designer, how do I leverage on that aspect? I'm not offering a physical service right now. So, how do I
Good.
really platform?
Okay, so now you need to actually follow notable persons that have engagement, first of all, on TikTok. You need to follow them. And then you can, if they drop hashtags, you can post your business alongside their hashtag. So if they are seeing this guy that has 4 million followers and then they now see you as well, they'll be tempted to click as well.
Okay.
So you can ride on the glory of this guy as well to meet your own end. Simple.
Okay, sir.
Are you getting it now? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, one more question, and
Please go
that'll
ahead.
be
Go ahead. Ask as many
it.
questions as you want. Even if you have 10 questions, ask them. I'm here now. Yeah. Ask.
On LinkedIn, because I noticed something on LinkedIn. I don't really get. I have over 100 followers because I just decided to start taking my LinkedIn a bit serious. So I have over 100 connections on LinkedIn. Then I noticed
Okay.
something that time I make a post as is professional, I do study other people posts so to make
Yeah.
mine. Then
Yeah.
I noticed something that sometimes I just have one like, two likes, and it goes on like that. The impression rate sometimes are not really given. So I don't know.
Don't so good. Aha. I like that somebody has mentioned this thing. And to every other person, don't let all those it's not about like oh, leave like. Leave all those like. The first question now I should ask you is how attractive is your LinkedIn profile? So your LinkedIn profile, which word should I use? Uh, let me just, people should pardon me. I want to use this word. Your LinkedIn profile should be very sexy.
Okay.
You should put all the things that you do on your LinkedIn profile, but in a way that anybody that sees it will want to look at it again. Oh, wow. Why am I liking your post? So you know what people on LinkedIn do? They see your post, they quickly go to your profile. Check. They will go to your profile first and look. If it's looking bare, they will not like what you are doing. So people that are on LinkedIn, they have this, they do shakara a lot. All right, they do shakara a lot. So you need to speak the language. As I said, LinkedIn is like the cream de la cream. You cannot, so let me put it this way. LinkedIn is like, imagine Portable now going to the inauguration ceremony of Donald Trump, and he's sagging his jeans. They will not even invite him. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
Imagine going to people that came for that Donald Trump's inaugural ceremony. All of them were wearing suits.
Okay.
Nobody was dressed or sagging jeans and all. They will bounce you out. So it's just like that statement they say, when in Rome, do like the Romans. There's something my mom used to say. If she goes somewhere and they used to stand to sleep, she too, she will stand and sleep. So every social media platform has a language, has a culture. You need to study that culture. All right. First of all, your
Okay.
profile should be appealing on LinkedIn. It's very important. Do you know why? Because brands actually look at your profile. I remember I've applied for a couple of jobs and I'll see that this brand, you know what they first do? They will look at the CV that I sent, but LinkedIn will tell me so brand viewed your profile. Then maybe
Yes.
sometime later I'll now see email from them. Okay, you've qualified for the first stage. Why? Because they've seen my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
Are you getting it now? So your profile is telling a story about you. So you're a graphic designer. This is what I did for this brand. You can tag them. This is what I did. There are so many ways you can tweak your LinkedIn to make it very appealing. All right.
Yes, sir.
And then also to the ladies, LinkedIn is not where you'll be posting picture that you'll be doing change your style. Nobody will take you seriously. LinkedIn is not Instagram. Oh. That's why some people will be saying I've been applying for general is taking me. They will not take you seriously. You can't. Anyways, let me not talk too much. But yeah, you get the point. So actually
Yes, sir.
build your profile in such a way that is very appealing to anybody that is seeing it. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, Mr. Ndubisi. All right. The next person is yeah, Oluwatomi. Yes, Oluwatomi. Oluwole.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, hi. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. Oh.
Yes, Oluwatomi.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I have like many questions.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so
Go
the
ahead.
first one of this TikTok trend, it has like been really disturbing me.
Okay.
Well, I just launched my brand on Instagram. I think
What do
it's
you
less
do?
than I revamp hair. I'm basically I'm hairstylist.
Sorry, I didn't get you. You say I what?
I'm a hairstylist.
Okay, you make hair. Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, but I focus more on wigs.
On wigs.
Yeah.
Do you have, sorry, just like every other person, I apologize. I'll be stopping you, so I'll be asking you key questions. Do you have your what's that thing called? Do you have your ring lights and all those stuff? Do you have?
No,
Do you,
no, I
you
don't.
need, so you need to get one. So your line of work now is more of what appeals to the eyes. And also you need a good camera, first of all. Ring lights, good camera phone or good camera to snap very, very beautiful pictures of your wigs. The more attractive it is, the more people will take it, be more, will take it seriously and want to actually engage with you. Okay, so go ahead with your question.
Okay, but the
Sorry.
thing is, I'm not I'm not selling wigs at the moment. I basically offer services like revamping service,
Yes.
hair, wig coloring, wig styling, and installation and stuff like that. So I've
You've
not
already created content already with this thing I have
expanded.
just told me.
Oh, I've
Now,
not
do
like
you
expanded
have
that.
you yeah, have you heard of this thing, this get ready with me? That trend,
I think.
get ready with me.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Good. You need to learn how to create short clips. Get ready with me as I revamp this week. You can fast forward the whole thing and cramp it into a 1 minute video or a 30 seconds video.
Okay.
People, do you get? Get ready
Yeah.
with me as I revamp this week. Get ready with me as I install this week. A client ordered for, a client sent over her wigs for me to revamp. Get ready with me as I revamp this week. You can add music in the background and you do your thing and you post it and add the relevant hashtags, wigs, fashion, Tunde head knots, and the rest of them. And you post it. Simple. Are you getting it now? And I'll say this for everybody that's listening. Don't post today and not post till 7 years later. Oh. Okay, so continue. Ask your question.
Now
I'm with you.
I've been able to identify one problem that I have.
Okay.
I'm not I'm not that too should I say a social media person like that. I use Instagram, I have Instagram accounts, I have Twitter accounts. So um I even me personally I don't usually post a lot. Maybe I can count the number of times I post in a year. So, and I have a TikTok account. I don't have as much likes as I would love to. So, and if I'm thinking of opening a TikTok account for my business, I feel like um I will not get the number of likes and then um customer orders from there as well. So,
Okay. So I sorry, one just a quick one to everybody. I apologize. I have taken the organizers have sent me a message. I've taken a lot of time. It's supposed to be 1 hour, but I've eaten into the 1 hour almost by 20 minutes. So I'll just take only this question. I apologize to every other person that I might not be able to take your question. I'm so sorry. Okay. So sorry. All right. So now to answer your question, this particular question, this will be the final one I'll answer, yeah, is um don't say I'm not a social media person. Don't you like money? I'm asking you.
sir?
Don't you like money?
Yes, I do.
Why didn't you say I'm not a money person?
Uh, that was the
Now, if let's say for example now, um, what's it called? You post, you don't know who is going to see whatever it is you do and reach out to you privately. You don't know. So the more you're all up in our faces, okay, like see Temo. I'm sure everybody that is listening now, probably out of how many people that are on this chat, on this call now, maybe out of how many of us that we are now, almost 80% or let's say 50% of us have Temu apps on our phone. Me, I have by force. Aggressive marketing. Temu is all up in your face. In fact, it's so funny that people even post, make una buy something from Temu, may they allow us rest. Do you understand? Be all up in your clients' faces. Keep posting whatever it is you do every day. You don't know who will see what it is you post and take a liking to it and be interested. All right? So don't say I'm not a social media person. The problem is you are not taking it as a job. Take it as an actual job. This some people, this is actually what they do for a living, social media. In order for you to actually take it seriously, let it be a job for you. Okay? Take it seriously and know that this thing can actually make money for me. All right. The moment you start doing that, the rest will be history. You know, you actually see the benefit. Like trust me. Just be consistent for a full month and see what will happen. If you are doing everything correctly, all right, be consistent for a full month. Connect with people. Don't be, send people friend requests, connection requests randomly, and boost your post appropriately. All right. And also to everybody listening, all right. I want to apologize. I can't take any more questions. Once again, I really, really apologize. Probably if the organizers invite me sometime again for something like this, we can take questions again. All right. So to everybody listening, my final comment would be this, all right? In order for you to actually break even when it comes to social media marketing or sales or selling your brand, all right, take it as a job. At least let the mindset going into you creating this content be that this is my job. The same way you take your job seriously, take social media seriously, and the rest will be history in your favor. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. I appreciate you guys and hope to see you guys again, God willing. All right. Good night. And Nerd Factory, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we can.
I'm just going to do like a top wrap up of everything he said. So this is something, so very recently we wanted to make purchase for a particular stuff and for it to be branded, right? Branded, and so wanted them to buy it and brand because we saw a page online that was selling and branding at the same time. Now the problem was verifying if these people were real, regardless of what they do, because we live in a social media age whereby you can just take things from someone else's page and post them on your page. We've seen it happen over and over again, and there was just no way to verify it. And that was how that deal just went off, right? So it's very, very important that whatever you do, you should be able to verify your stuff, right? Don't just you sell shoes. And I see this so many times. People sell shoes, and then you know how the seller, where the person you buy from, would send you a picture of the shoe and then you post it. I have dealt with people that they be like, I cannot buy that. It's just like taking a picture from Timo and then posting it and saying, oh, I sell shoe. I sell this product. Now, regardless of whether you sell that product or not, people relate to you better when they see the live product. There is a way you take a picture there is a way a picture looks when it is in your shop or you're taking a picture of it because that white background edit is not there. If you have a particular pattern of taking the pictures, if maybe you have like your logo on a picture that you just put beside the shoe and you take pictures, so that brands it. So no matter where that picture goes, it shows that okay, this belongs to this particular brand. So you can do something like that. Maybe print your logo on a something like a cardboard paper or put it close to your shoes when you take pictures of it. People relate to that more. They want to know the person they're dealing with. Very important. And then your content. The type of content you're putting out is how people engage with you. There are so many. You can never see Red Bull. Red Bull, they do not do adverts. People do adverts for them. Yes, people do adverts for them. And we live in a generation whereby your attention span is very low. So visuals are everything. Video content. So you sell phones, right? You don't necessarily always have to put pictures of the phone. When you're stocking, you have so many stocks coming in, you make videos of that. And then, like you said, people going out to deliver stuff, people people at the park that collects it. When the person collects, you can tell them, oh, please do a short video for me. Things like this. So I have friends that sell, they don't have physical shops, they sell from their house. TikTok is their best place. So go on TikTok, see sample videos of what people are doing. Don't copy 100%. You have ChatGPT to help you create content, what type of content to do. That is what AI is there for. It will generate content for you. So you have access to do a lot of things. If you want to make money this year, you have to change your strategy, right? Regardless of whatever information we're giving you, what you practice or what you decide to do is what will work. Time has gone whereby I say, I don't have money to run ads. No, that's not the generation we live now, right? Just the right hashtags and you are going. So it's very, very important that we pay attention to the type of content going out and how you make it happen. Don't just do the same type of content all the time. So you can do working in your team, just do a general content. Sometimes you guys can just do a normal TikTok video that has nothing to really do with your particular product. Just you and your team can just come up and do a content and just post that. All those things keep people engaged. So you need to do that. Make sure it's clear, learn how to video edit, and that goes on. We are going to do classes. We're going to have sessions on editing videos as well and stuff like that. All of that is to help you make what you do a whole lot better, right? So please, like I said, I need you to fill the attendance form. Either use the attendance link because the video is going to go out, right? We have to mail the videos to you. So please fill the attendance form or use the poll. Once you fill any of that, we will be able to send the recordings to you. So no matter what you do when you're filling up, please ensure that you fill your email. It's very, very important. I can see some people fill just their first name and last name, no email. Please, we cannot send you the recordings. And also, it's very important because if you need to ask us questions, that is how you can send the questions back, right? So like I said, we're going to be asking you people what to put. I think what we should do is the second class on what type of content you should post though. So I would work with the team. We'll put a message out on the group. Let's see your pick what topics we're going to be teaching next. I think the next session will probably be in 2 weeks or in 1 week time. So very, very important. We'll try to keep it short. We'll try to keep very important information and we'll try to open the rooms for questions. So yes, if you also have questions that you could not ask, you can go and ask them on the group or you can send it via email, right? Or you can put it on the attendance form, exactly. So we would respond to those questions. I would send them to the speaker. He would respond to them and we'll get them back to you, okay? So let's just try and help us make 2025 better. So thank you all so much once more for coming on the show, on this session. We really do appreciate it. So please, very importantly, ensure you fill your email correctly because the email is how we are going to be sending the recordings to you when it's available. So thank you all so much and we'll see you in the next session, right? So please, if you need to fill the attendance or if you have any question, you can just ask. But in the meantime, we can have a song playing in the background. And if you filled all the information, you filled the attendance and you can leave.